You know, I'm going to go through the list of accomplishments of the president in the next segment here. And I guess what's so interesting about this is, all right, so we have a continuing resolution. Democrats threaten to shut down the government on Friday or Saturday. The president says, all right, I'll take funding for the wall off the table. And everyone's like, he's given up on the wall. No, he hasn't.
Well, I think that one thing I know for sure, Sean, is that we have way too many people on Capitol Hill who aren't on the president's side on this issue. And I'm talking Republicans. So I have no doubt in my mind that Donald Trump wants this wall to be built. Congress has to appropriate the money. I heard over 2 months ago that GOP leadership, the most senior senators on Capitol Hill, and I heard it from someone who was in the room with them, they were laughing at the idea that a wall would ever get built. Out loud laughing, basically telling this source of mine, don't worry about that, it's never going to happen. So they're actively working against the goal of this president that was, I think, among his most popular pledges to the country. He pledged this over and over and over again to raucous applause. And the trade issues that he's being really aggressively pursuing, which I'm so happy about, his agenda should be supported by the Republicans on Capitol Hill. They couldn't find $1 billion to put him down a down payment. That's ridiculous. Because,
you know, it's funny. Obama's president, they're afraid Obama will blame him for shutting down the government. Now, Trump's president, they're still afraid of their own shadow. And I'll get to that in a second here. To me, though, and I was glad to hear the president so adamantly say, we're building the wall. Yep. Because if he doesn't fulfill that promise, I think that would be the equivalent of George Herbert Walker Bush, read my lips, no new taxes.
They'll kill him with that. They'll kill him with that. The Democrats will kill him with it, and a Republican challenger who, you know, if someone ever primaries Donald
Ryan,
Trump,
maybe?
I'm telling you, the Republican leadership
it took you a second.
They don't want this wall to be built, period.
I agree. Now that brings me to my next criticism.